What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna get into it. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Max.
And this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. So we're gonna go ahead and start as usual with our hot topics. Let's see. First thing I had on here was JT and Uzi getting into it at the BET Awards. When news first broke, people were trying to say that it was over Ice Spice. Because that allegedly JT saw him DMing Ice Spice in like his phone or whatever. And so JT got mad about that and called him a groupie, JT later claims it was because she had lost her seat in the audience. However, this other person, Chantel Baby on Twitter, allegedly was there and allegedly is saying a similar thing to what JT said, in that their seats were moved, but that she feels like it was more because when JT, the seats ended up getting moved around, and so Uzi was sitting right next to Ice Spice, and then JT would have had to have sat on the other side. And when she came back, basically, they were like chit chatting and like, keying a little bit, and JT felt a way about that. And the girl thinks it's because he had just name dropped Ice in a song, and then now he's sitting all close talking to her or whatever. So either way, JT threw a phone at him. They left. She walked out. He was following her, very much giving big Sag energy. Love to see it. Yeah. Either way, a little messy. They've been seen together since then, so obviously that seemed like a regular day for them. But what you think, friend?
It's annoying, and I'm just like, I knew she was gonna be with him anyway, so I don't know why people was doing the most like, oh my god, this and that and that. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the whole seat thing was BS, but now that I got the full story, I do see it was more to that or whatever, because she was trying to say it was in regards to him just not staying with her seat. Girl, it was more into it. It was not just about no seat. It was about a lot of stuff. But yeah, they just, if they like it, I love it. That's them.
Pretty much. So next, I guess let's talk about
I will
Offset.
say though, she did a bit much. She caused the scene for nothing. Like, it was just definitely giving big
here for a scene. The BT words were ghetto this year.
Okay, but you don't got to make it more ghetto.
I'm here for a scene. Let
it
a
was
bitch
just
know.
Too much, like storming out, and then her sitting and him sitting in her face.
I feel like it wasn't necessarily as big a deal as whoever was recording it was right next to them, so it probably seems like a bigger thing than like.
Yeah, I just
it wasn't
feel
like the whole. It wasn't the slap. It wasn't Slapgate. The whole audience wasn't watching. You know what I'm saying? It was.
I guess
it wasn't. Leave JT alone.
It wasn't, but it was just. Whatever.
It was very much a little 1-2 that you gonna get into with your man sometimes, because they be trying it. Literally arguing with dude about this earlier because he loves Uzi, and I'm like, all right, we doing this today? All right,
if you
cool.
love Uzi, you're a devil worshiper.
So anyway, so let's go ahead and just get into the next topic. I'm not even gonna do this with you right now, girl.
Okay.
Offset alleging that Cardi B cheated on him in an Instagram story. He later deleted it, but he said, "My wife effed an N-word on me, gang. Y'all N-words know how I come." Okay. Cardi, I guess, went into Twitter Spaces to like refute this. I'm not gonna lie, Cardi has a likable personality when she's not being aggy as hell. She literally, at least the clip, I don't know what the whole thing was, but she's singing, what Keisha Cole's song was it? Yeah. I Should Cheated. So she's singing I'm
not gonna lie, I laughed because it was funny, because it's just,
it was funny.
Like, niggas really be doing that. They wanna accuse you when
they're wrong.
You You just don't understand. I could have did it to you, boo. I could have did
He
it to you. And
clearly
I
has a
really do
guilty
believe.
conscience.
To be honest, I didn't even believe it, but I did say, well, if she did, oh well, all that cheating he did. I really,
right, exactly.
That was my reaction. But
I didn't
I
believe
can
it either,
honestly
though.
say, I really feel like Cardi is not cheating on that man. She too done. She too
in
with
love.
her man. She too in love to cheat on that
She
man.
would have left him a long time ago. She wasn't rocking with him like that.
And you know what they say about them Puerto Ricans?
She's not
them,
Puerto Rican.
The Dominican. You know what they say about them?
She's not Puerto Rican. That's the name of this episode. All right. Let's go ahead and get to this next topic. Everybody was trying to say Trina was pregnant. I didn't think she was. I didn't think it looked pregnant.
I didn't either.
People love to say that anytime a woman looks slightly bigger than she did before.
That's why I said maybe she was just bloated a little bit. Now I'm not gonna lie, when she did come out, you would think that she was, but I didn't think. I was just like, yeah, no, she not. It's just one of them babies.
And ain't she too old? Not really too old, but like too old to be having no baby anyway. Like, anyway. How old is Trina?
Kourtney is pregnant.
Kourtney?
Kourtney is older than Trina.
Who is Kourtney?
That should be the name.
That's the name. Kourtney Kardashian. I got you. I really was like thinking about Black Kourtney. I'm like, Kourtney from Housewife? What? Like, who cares?
It's the least interesting to look at.
Like, oh, if you had said that, I would have known who you were talking about. Just the least interesting person to look at. Come on now.
But is she pregnant?
She old as hell. Well, yeah, but they're old as. It's not normal though. It's not normal for her old behind to be pregnant either.
Nowadays,
that's dangerous. I mean, she's white, so less dangerous. But dangerous.
Kenya had a baby at what? 40, 35?
Dangerous.
So, but Trina already said that she wouldn't have a baby. Don't do it. Trina already said she not having a baby since her mom passed away, and she just don't want to bring a child without her mom being in the world. So yeah,
she's 44. Yeah, that's crazy.
Kourtney,
Trina. I don't know how old.
She look good.
That's what I said. She's old. She had to be like my mama age. I knew it. Shout out to you, Mom.
Well, she is around the same age as Trick Daddy, and Trick Daddy is about.
I feel like Kourtney is probably right around there, like in her 40s.
Probably 43. 44.
44.
44.
Yeah. So either way, shout out to not having no kids. Whoop whoop.
Period.
I
spend that $500 if I have a truck.
Period. Let's talk about Nicki saying that she's gonna help pay for the college of the young man who defended his mother against that weirdo abuser in Chi-Town. And I believe Nicki really will. Like, she's not even saying that. She loves somebody going to college. I'm just, for the people who don't know, now y'all know.
Mm-hmm. Ain't but play. She sent a lot of people to college.
Yeah, definitely. So, shout out to that. Shout out to them for getting the charges dropped.
Period.
Ask Miss Ellen. Shout out to them dropping them charges. You know what I'm saying? Consequences and repercussions of your actions. Learn them.
Every action is going to get a reaction. And that is the reaction that he so happened to get.
I'm not going to say too much.
They wanted to happen? No. But is that what happened because of his actions? Yes.
And are we
so
sad?
We're going to move right along. And I'm so glad. I just hope they get in therapy and stuff. The kids.
Them babies. Shout out to them.
Yeah, them too. They're all gonna need therapy. So praying for the kids,
praying for the
14-year-old.
Yeah, that video of them hugging when he got out of jail. Touched my little heart.
I'm a boy mom, so you know
it was so cute.
We're both boy moms, but it's just a different love with a mama and their son. Like
it was so cute. Even when shout out to Kev on stage was talking about it. He was just like he would do the same
you
thing.
watched
I'm like,
the
you right.
podcast,
Their
the
podcast,
BT
yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Angel said, "I'm class." When I say put it in my puss, I'm class.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Like, how he literally cocked his shoulder back and punched that lady with her full, and like it's the way
and
nobody was intervening.
Now listen, can I blame anybody for not stepping in? No, I cannot. However, do we look at it like someone maybe if doing something is calling the police, if you don't want to intervene as far as getting him
the
off,
workers, like why y'all didn't
are crazy. I mean, people are crazy
these
days because it could have happened. Who knows? He could have been so crazy. He could have had a gun and shot the person that's trying to help. So that's why I say it's a sticky situation with helping people. But if you want to at least help and not get yourself involved, at least
you could have tried to defuse it before it even got to that point, because it was just
like I said, because he was looking like he was on one. So if you didn't even want to intervene, call the police.
I know for me and mine, we not had that. We getting active. I don't give. We were literally just talking about that. He was like, "Yeah, it ain't even happening." Like, I don't care. That's weird. He was too comfortable doing that too. You could tell it's not his first rodeo.
Right.
All right. But either way, pray for them babies. I guess we can talk about Michelle kind of gathering Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child kind of gathering Robin Dixon a little bit when Robin was saying that why didn't Beyonce support her. I don't know where they were at or what they were doing or why they were together.
Podcast, the live.
They had Michelle at their podcast. That's odd.
Yeah.
That's very odd. Anyway, why would Michelle go see Robin Dixon and Giselle Bryant?
Maybe she don't. I don't know.
Even still. All right.
She did.
You don't think that's weird? I mean, she did it, but you don't think that's an odd pairing? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I seen it, I was just like, it kind of like, oh, she was there. I just didn't think I would ever see them in the same space.
Because it's weird. Yes, thank you. Just admit it. Robin and Dick, they're like, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Either way, they were talking about like Chloe Bailey's album sales and stuff, and how it didn't get a lot of. I don't know why
it was a topic. I guess because Michelle,
especially
Beyonce,
so late.
Right,
it's so old,
literally so old.
Like Michelle pointed out, she had a sold out tour right afterward, album sale, and
the tour be making money.
I can't remember the last. I know the last album I bought. It was either Lemonade or it was that Adele album that came out around the same time, because both of them wouldn't go on Apple Music for a while, and I was in my feelings about it, and I had an iTunes gift card, but I would never buy an album now. I mean,
I don't think I would either.
Even like Nicki, that streaming is everything. Streaming sales, streaming numbers do not count as album sales unless it's like I said that before, 10,000 or 100,000, something crazy like that. So I listened to her album. Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, she had a sold out tour, literally. I mean, same thing with Tink. Tink is not like on the radar like she should be, but she sold out literally every show that she had. So I mean, that speaks numbers. Like and she said, that whether or not the album is charting, obviously people love her.
People are liking her. She has her fans, whatever. So yeah, and then when Robin was like, "Well, why didn't Beyonce support her?" She's like, "Michelle, who said she didn't? Because who was you? Robin Dixon, you Beyonce don't have to check in with you,
right?
All right."
It's just giving like, Robin, who are you to even ask?
Seriously, did you buy the album, Robin?
Robin is so regular. Robin,
I can't stand her.
I don't.
I'm really so annoyed that she's gonna be back on the season
again. You know
I know. I'm so annoyed.
Literally, they got rid of nobody. watch when they come out. They're gonna try to sway. I wonder what the storyline is gonna be, because they're gonna try to
If this
sway us
season
watching it.
is some BS, I will never watch it again. I promise you. Until they get a new
I'm
cast.
with you on that.
I promise.
I'm with you on that, because I'm already
at Andy Cohen. Get it together.
I'm at the tip of the iceberg already.
Literally,
I don't even want to watch it when it comes out.
Leeway.
Exactly. I don't even want to watch it when it comes out. I want to see, because of all that had happened with Robin and stuff like that. I just want to see how it's going to play out. I just want to see. But like you said, if
Giselle doesn't have a real storyline, if Robin doesn't get called out and cussed out for the nonsense she does, if in her aggressive ways, if who else? If they put Sharice Bourne back on that daggone camera again, any of those three happen?
If they continue to let Mia lie and not call her out on
Mia
it.
is gonna lie, but if they call her out on it, I'm fine with it, because Mia's a liar. That's kind of like,
I heard Mia and Robin got into it, but Mia and Robin and them are not even really friends.
Right.
The only real true friends is Robin and Giselle.
And
somewhat Ashley, but that's it. And I thought it was really weird the Graham Dom with Natalie. Like, why? I'm not gonna lie, Natalie been in her bag though. She been getting that Zeus bag with the baddies thing. But I'm not gonna lie, watching the Natalie.
No, I mean, it was Karen and Natalie?
Yeah.
On what? That? No.
They had pictures. I think they was at the BET Awards, and they took pictures.
Yeah, I know they were both at the BET Awards. Man, they had Natalie sitting second row. Anyway,
the BET Awards.
We're gonna talk about it, y'all. We're gonna get into the BET Awards. Don't worry, because all right. Yeah. What were we even talking about? Michelle, listen.
Right.
She got Robin together. Robin backed off. Whatever. Cool. Weird situation to be in. Next topic. I guess, speaking of old ass ladies having babies, Naomi Campbell had a baby at 53, but this was via surrogate, which is kind of, I'm not really too keen on. I think it's a little bit strange, but yeah, 53. That means when her kid is 18, she'll be 71. Go off, sis. I mean,
did she had the first one from a surrogate, right? She didn't carry the first one.
I have no idea.
She ain't messing up that body.
Yeah, but she still be modeling.
She had this is her second child.
Oh, I did not know that. No.
Yeah, she has a daughter. Now she has a son.
Surrogacy is weird.
Well, you don't think people should be able to carry babies for other people?
I think in a certain way, in a certain situations. Not because I'm like, no. Short answer, no. It gives off predatory a little bit. It's giving the just baby market as a whole, with adoptions, with foster care system, with surrogacy. I have very strong opinions on that, because it's really capitalistic. Like, it's a money pit,
right? Because if it was like something that was just genuine, it wouldn't be money involved, basically.
Right, exactly. It's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like, kids be getting unhoused and stuff. They adopt them, then decide they don't want them, so they drop them off somewhere. It'd be crazy. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Let's talk about Dr. Zach. He is the doctor that worked on, is that the right word? That's what I'm going with. Miss Jackie O before she passed away. He has finally made a statement basically saying, I'm still finna be out here cutting people, and y'all know what y'all talking about. Yeah, that's it. He was like, he's never gonna mention any of his clients by name for their privacy, so stop asking me. I I'm still good in these Florida Department of Health streets, and holla at me for a procedure. That's what he said. Thoughts?
That's crazy. I'm pretty sure it'll be someone that will go to him. And
he was saying he was top rated. I saw a lot of people posting his bad reviews online before he erased them. Okay.
Me too. I heard about that too. My thing is, like I said, it'll be one test dummy that'll go to him again. All it got to take is for it to happen one more time. Sorry to say, and then maybe he'll be shut down. But if you go to him, you'll be a fool.
I mean, BBLs are just so dangerous as it is.
Yeah, it is. Regardless, you gotta
be
but
very
to
careful.
know the fact that
you gotta be very careful with who you're going with, bro. They really be out here killing people. But yeah, I mean,
I have so many questions on that though. Because why was she there? Why was she not in a
recovery house?
Yeah,
she was in the hospital by herself. Who knows?
I'm just so confused. Yeah,
there's a lot to dissect with that one. We really, I guess we could talk about this. This isn't really a hot topic, but it's definitely been talked about a lot. Some Nigerian man, I don't know who this is. Do you know who this man is? Some Nigerian man ended up getting 2 other women pregnant the same year that the child he had with his wife passed away.
Oh, Davey though, his son. Okay, you remember his? Okay, you probably don't know, but his child recently passed away from drowning in the pool. Like
I did hear about that.
Beginning of the year, I think. Something like that. Yeah,
so he's now gotten 2 other women pregnant. Someone specifically wanted to get your opinion on it. Specifically, this comment. Someone is obviously a man commented, "Blame the married man, not them." Bye. All right, now thoughts.
I mean, I'm always for a good blame.
M3KA _ unruly is who said that.
Yeah, I see. Like I said, I'm all for a Mimi moment. Get them for me. I'm all for it. But you can't just be willingly going into a situation, excuse me, knowing that the man is married. I'm not for the side chick theatrics and behavior. I'm not for it. I don't like it. I mean, if you're young, you're exploring, do you, I guess. But as far as like married, I feel like there's just certain boundaries you gotta set for yourself. Like, I'm not gonna willingly talk to this married man, regardless of what he's telling me, because these niggas be lying. So why willingly get yourself into something like that? And now you're feeling him. Now you liking him. Now it's possibly now you're supposed to be pregnant now, and he may not even leave his wife. So now what? So yes, blame him, because at the end of the day, I mean, yes, blame him, because to the wife, she don't owe you no loyalty. It's your husband, and I'm gonna stand on that. So she needs to blame him. But as far as the side chick, she gotta blame herself for that. For this, the wife blame the husband, side chick blame yourself.
Period. Internet, blame them both, but specifically the man, because he's the one who broke his vows. Anyway, I think that really gonna wrap up hot topics this week. Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't really that messy. I'm gonna really need y'all to get into some things so that I could talk about it, because I had to scour the internet for what we had so far, and it wasn't really tea. You know what I'm saying?
It was something that happened that I couldn't wait for Zoe to speak on. Something happened. I'm gonna find it.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our next segment. Let's go ahead and get into these docket questions. So first question is, how long will you give a man the opportunity for y'all to catch a vibe? Meaning, how long will y'all like talk on the phone or text or whatever to see if you actually like match energies, are cool with his personality, whatever?
I was thinking about this, and honestly, maybe I'm just being too harsh, but in my head, I was like a day. Because if you already ain't giving me the energy that I want in a day, like if it's already, because I feel like
What if
that
they're
sets me
shy?
up for the energy. That's why I said no. I'm not gonna do a day. I'm gonna do a week. A week.
That's fair.
By a week, I feel like
That's fair.
I'm not. I know this is gonna go somewhere. You're not really doing it for me. No, I'm straight. I feel like that's a good enough time because by I should be, girl, I'm getting text messages, calls and stuff. The second week, I should be bragging on you. I should be planning my wedding in my head. So, a week.
I'm gonna give 3 days, specifically 3 phone calls. I'm a phone person, so if you're not a phone person, you're just gonna get on my nerves. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
See, and I don't too.
I'm a bad texter.
Show me attention. Show me attention. I
That
don't have to
I'm a
be
genuinely
like I'm
bad
okay
texter.
with not being on the phone. Do I like being on the phone with guys that I talk to? Yeah, I'll be on the phone with you. I don't care. But if we're not gonna be on the phone, you better make up for it in these text messages. I know that
I
much.
don't like
So
text.
if it's
I
not,
perceive
I'm
everything
fine
to
with the
have an
text message.
attitude to it. It just be too much. I will forget to respond, and then I'm like sitting here mad, like, oh, this nigga didn't even text me back. Blah,
Right,
blah,
and
blah.
if you
Lo and behold, I ain't send the message. I've done it more than once. Yeah. So I would say 3 conversations. Unless you're saying something wild, then like 1.
oh, I've cut
If
people
you're
off
hitting them red
literally.
flags, that's
I've
I don't even
cut
really have a
somebody
chat for
off
that.
in 5 hours because
Dude
if
said he
you
was a
say one
Kevin
little
Samuels
thing,
fan. We didn't talk again after that. He never heard from me.
let you say
Shout
one
out
little
to you.
thing, let you say one little thing to me that I find is odd or weird, I'm done with you. I
I already
literally had
told y'all I
somebody
don't like
tell me,
chatty niggas. If you running your mouth too much, and I'm letting you talk just to hear what you want, and I'm catching you saying weird stuff, using big words, ti for no damn reason, and they don't really make sense. You don't actually know the definitions. Out of here.
right.
Can't do it.
So moral of the story, y'all better come to
It's
us
not long. Yeah.
ready.
Right.
Because
Put your
you'll
best
get
foot
cut off.
forward.
One of us, you'll get cut off in a week. The other 3 days,
You better laugh at my jokes.
give
Come
up
on now.
the
I'm
car.
hilarious. If you're not complimenting me enough, I can't deal with that. Like, I'm gorgeous.
You're so annoying.
It makes my headaches feel better. I tell Dre this all the time. I'm like, my head is hurting, but if you tell me I'm pretty, I'll feel better. I'm not making it up. The dopamine, it literally takes the pain away.
She's a Sagittarius, if I don't know, very
It
extra.
literally takes the pain away. Y'all are not gonna science. Look it up. I'm not making that up. Anyway, yeah, catch a vibe. So if you're listening to this, just know, I know, you know, you're the reason this question is in here. Okay. Our next question is, why is it harder to forgive a friend than a man?
I feel like because with a friend and because this has happened to me, but I feel like with a friend, you just more so have like a certain like loyalty to over a dude. So it's just like, yeah, you're with your man, like your man does owe you the loyalty, but like with your friend, it's more on some shit like, yeah, you'll never think a man like your boyfriend would do it, but at the end, at the back of your mind, like you like men are stupid, so they'll do whatever. With your friend, you're like, my friend would never, it's just a different loyalty. I feel like that's
You
with a
hold them to a
friend.
different standard.
Right. Like you just like try my, like literally the friends that I have, half of the time we don't even have the same taste. So I know we won't be messing with the same dude. And it's just too many men out here anyway to be messing with the same dude as your friend. But make a long story longer. Yeah. I just feel like with the friend, it's just a different loyalty. Do I feel like you should cut both off? Yes, because that's just, I feel like not going through that, that's something that you will never be able to move past. So, I mean, if you can, hey, you soldier sister, you strong, but I ain't built for it. So, yeah, I just feel like that's why it's harder to forgive a friend. Do I feel like you should don't forgive your friend and then forgive your man? No, I don't feel like that's right either. Again, I have went through that, so I would never be put in that situation because that was not a friend anyway. Like a real friend, like I thought.
Period.
And when it's more so on
F you.
some like, oh, okay, so we'll block that out. But shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
So basically, yeah, it's just I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I don't feel like
it's weird that we as women do this because niggas will forever forgive their homeboy and drop the bitch in a heartbeat.
When I say homies over hoes,
They
for them,
homies over
like
hoes.
That's
They
why I
don't
said
care
it
at all.
But
it was
yeah, they
literally
don't.
who
They
was I talking to?
And then that's why I feel like it's more sad. Like that's why girls, I feel like, get more agitated and aggravated with when their boyfriend or whoever they're talking to is with their homeboys, because it's just like y'all doing too much.
They're just
like
in
we
love,
girls,
right?
and we don't be doing all of that like y'all be doing. Like y'all act like y'all gonna die if y'all don't be with y'all homeboys. And
I don't remember who I was talking to, but I asked them if they would be mad if I started talking to their homeboy or something like that, and they were literally like, they would block me. I was like, you would block me, but not your the homie, the one who tried it. He the one slitting these DMs. He's like, yeah, I know, but I just wouldn't want to see that energy. I was like, but again, you're blocking. He's like, yeah. I'm like, but you would still be cool with him. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's all right. We're not together, but you block me. Like, niggas don't do that. I don't know. We as women literally hold our friends to a higher standard, honestly. And it's just unfortunate. I don't really know what more to say. For those of y'all who like to say that, men who like to say that y'all have a harder time with things than women, not in friendships. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't know why we do that, but it's very much true. I would be more mad at my friend than my man. I would be mad at both, honestly. I'd probably fight them both.
But it's just more of a like, what?
I would have expected. I expect the nigga to do wrong. I don't expect you to.
Exactly. That's what I say. In the back of my mind, you always got to think he gonna do something
never
stupid.
No good. But not sis.
Don't you
That's
know
crazy.
You used to watch Martin.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's really it, honestly. Long story short,
but if it do happen to y'all, be strong and cut the friend off and the man off if y'all listening.
If this happens, slap the friend and hit the man with your car.
Period.
You're welcome. With his car, actually. Put it in his shit, not yours. Shout out. Anyway,
work smarter, not
this girl
harder.
literally took like she found out her man was cheating on her on TikTok, and she literally like took the video of her keying his car. No, she didn't take video doing it, but she said she was going to go do it, and then later showed the keying. I'm like, baby, you just made their case. if one thing the prosecution gonna do is pull up your Instagram.
Look, like Drewski said, got him. We got him.
For real. I was like, damn.
You gotta come
she
on
did
now.
That it's messed up. Them that car keyed it. But they got the evidence. Shout out to you though.
I hope they buying you out.
I hope they bond you out. I'll find the GoFundMe. But let's go ahead and get into our next segment. So, like we said, we're gonna get into these BET awards, honey. Specifically the performances, but I guess we can talk about the awards as a whole. To keep it a buck, I didn't watch it, so I didn't see all of that. I did watch all of the performances though. So tell us your thoughts, friend, since you watched it live.
So I did watch it live. I will say the BET Awards is always gonna give a good ghetto fabulous. We all know that at this point. It's a hood awards for our people, and that's just that. So, with that being said, did I enjoy it? Yes, I did enjoy it because it was a lot of performances back to back. I can say I do agree what Kev on stage said about you can really tell that it wasn't any hosts because it's like performance award, performance award, performance award. Like it was no like jokes, like cut. You know, some other
Right.
speakers did a little bit of jokes, but it was definitely like. But I do feel like as a whole, it was good. I will say that the performances were good. I definitely like the fact that it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop, so they definitely did their thing, bringing out the old school groups. I really love that. Like they will like play like the new version and then bring out like the old version of it with the group. And like I was
Right.
like when Doechii performed and she did What It Is, What's Up, and then Trillville came out, and I'm like, oh, what? Like it was just, I really enjoyed it because it was a couple of moments that happened that the old school like performance um performers came out and stuff. So I enjoyed it. BT always gonna be a good time and a ghetto time. So hey, you gotta love
Period.
a good ghetto spice on TV every once in a while. So I was
Period.
here for it. And Tyler Perry is like the owner of BT now.
Somebody said that's not true. Kev said, "Oh, Kev.
Oh,
Kev said it wasn't true.
okay, so he's not
No,
the
he's not
owner.
the official owner yet. They may be in talks, but he does not own it yet.
But
Um,
he has some money in it. No?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I
Well,
don't know. I mean, I think so. I mean, I would assume so.
whoever got
As much
Chief
of his
Keef
stuff is on there,
unbanned,
but
whoever got Chief
right,
Keef unbanned, shout out to you. Cause I don't think he ever got to perform Finito on live TV. Well, he hasn't been on BET Awards in 9 or 10 years.
I think it's at 10 years.
So, right. So I was, guess what I smoked? I was, yes, I'm here for a good ghetto spice every time. Like it was a good time. So yeah, shout out to you, whoever unbanned Chief Keef. But
Right.
yeah,
So,
overall, I did enjoy the awards. I did.
let's get to the performances, specifically the girls, because that's mainly who I watched. I did watch a couple of the other ones, but I guess since you mentioned Doechii, let's start with hers. If I was to rate it, I would maybe give it a 7. I've seen Doechii perform before, and she's really given it, even at BET Awards in the past. I feel like she's really taken it there. Um, and wasn't necessarily doing that. I am not a big fan of singing slash rapping over the track, especially when y'all are fighting for the vocals. When y'all are here with
Mhm.
it, or the track is here and you're here, hate it. So for all the ones who did that, just know I'm not gonna be a fan. Doechii was singing as well, like her mic was on. She was singing over the or with the track. I feel like her maybe something's going on with her voice or something because it was definitely cracking at some point. But shout out to her for staying like in the thing. She didn't let it rattle
Right.
her too much. So love to see it. But I love Doechii, so I don't think she's bad. I
I
enjoyed it.
would give it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, only for because I did like Doechii, but Trillville was like the icing on the cake for me. Like when they came out, it just brought me back. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 just off the fact that she performed with Trillville. Like, so I'm gonna do 7 out of 10.
let's get into Lotto, because apparently she was a fan favorite. And I'm gonna go ahead and be the villain and say that I didn't care for the performance. She was lip syncing.
I'm with you.
Missing her cues.
First of all, the whole theatrics, it should have just been it was given a musical. It was giving musical kind of like it just wasn't making sense.
Too much.
She really shouldn't have even been. She literally should have just been out there acting and just letting her music play, because
that's what she did.
Barely singing.
She was not singing at all. Maxine, she was not singing at all.
Oh,
she was lip syncing.
Well, I'm saying mouthing, lip syncing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, the only thing that she did make sure that she said was that part,
right?
And it's given to
no. She didn't say anything. It was the beat.
But
the original track. She pre-recorded her singing over the track, I guess, because she knew she couldn't do the moves and sing at the same time. So she was pre-recorded that. So all the stuff you're hearing that sounds like her over the track is really a track. Because when you pay attention, her mouth, like there's plenty of times where you're hearing like that extra whatever, and her mouth's not moving. Her mouth is closed. So she was lip syncing the entire time.
Right, but when they were saying, "Oh, Lotto did her performance," it was not given to me. It was very
not given.
mediocre.
Lotto's
to me.
performed better before.
Yes, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling. I've noticed recently
she's been really rapping over the track heavy, and I'm just like I said, it'd be neck and neck between her vocals live and her actual like recording track in the background. And it's like I could play this at home.
Right.
All right now. Yeah, so it was not given for me. I'm really gonna give it like a 5. That's being nice.
Oh, you being nice.
I said I was being nice.
I'm gonna do a 3 out of 10.
The concept, I guess, was kind of cute.
It was just a lot. I like the song. But it was just the performance was just like whatever. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't care for it.
So let's get into the one everybody hated, Ice Spice. Now, one thing I will say, she wasn't doing no real steps, but my bitch didn't miss a word. Her mic was on, and she was saying every single word of her song.
Sure.
All right, now. She did have a very intricate set as well, which was interesting. I'm wondering what their budgets were, because, some people had nothing, so it was kind of interesting. But, yeah,
had fire, so
that's what I'm saying. Some people had crazy. Ice Spice, Lotto, her, and then I don't know, Callie or even Busta. Did Busta have a set for real?
Busta really didn't have no set for real, but Bia did come from the ceiling.
I mean, yeah, but that's more of a Bia thing. So yeah, either way, I say all that to say
but Bia came down for Busta.
Right, I know.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm just saying, it was still more for, if they're budget-wise, that would be coming out of her budget, not necessarily. Either way, I say all that to say, they spent a lot of money on sets. Anyway. But again, I'm a fan of the performers actually singing, rapping, performing said songs, and that my bitch did that. Did she just give a little 1-2 shake? Sure. Can she dance? No. But neither can some of these other girls, Lotto. But, whatever. I say all that to say, I'm going to give my girl a 6 for not missing a word. Was it a little boring? Yes. But I feel like that's just her energy. She's like that New York, too cool for school. Right. Like, I'm here. That's enough.
Right.
All right, now.
You definitely give that. I'm gonna do a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna just give her an even. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, great, but she did what she needed to do. Like you said, her mic was on. That's the most important part. She didn't miss a beat. Did I think that it was a
breath control crazy
song? Did I think it was a 5-minute song that she was singing? Yes, because a lot of Ice Spice songs
she did multiple songs.
They do sound the same. I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely given the same beat. So
I get that.
I'm still giving her a 5 out of 10 though. I'm not gonna hate on Ice Spice. I'm not gonna hate on her.
All right. But, yeah. Let's get into someone who I think did really good and should have had more time. Callie. I think Callie did really good. She did give us choreo. Her mic was on.
Huh? I think she only did commercial.
Yeah, she only did a minute or two.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they showed live, but even like the YouTube version, it's only like 2 minutes. But
the first person,
and it wasn't on the main stage; it was on like the little side one.
I mean, the
but
second person we were talking about got all that time with all them damn sets, but they gonna cut my girl Callie out.
Period. They gave Callie, like I said, her mic was on the whole time. Breath control very good, and she was doing some steps. You know, it wasn't nothing super intricate, but I mean that's not really her job. She's a rapper. Yo, stop trying to make these rappers into pop stars. All right. Not everybody can be Beyonce. So with that, I'm giving my bitch a 7. I enjoyed her performance.
I'm not mad at that. I'll give her a 7.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all.
Because I got who I'm giving my 10 to.
I must have missed somebody because I don't know a 10.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see who else you say, and if you miss it, then I'm gonna add it.
Damn, who was on my mind? Callie. Who else? Oh, what's that girl name? Lola Brooke. Mike was not on. She was giving a little 1-2, but I was
Tiana Taylor put that performance together for her.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because she did it on the road, basically. Like she performed like on the road. So yeah, that's a whole Tiana Taylor set. But yeah, it was giving.
Her mic was not on.
First like BET Awards. I'm gonna give her a pass. Did she? The mic wasn't on. However,
she was basically her own hype man. She was going like over the track, and I'm just like,
don't do Lola. I love Lola.
I like Lola. I'm a fan. Don't shoot me now. I would give it. I'd give it a 6.
I was gonna say that. I'm not mad at it. I'll give it a 6.
Who else? Who else? Koi was alright. I didn't actually watch her.
But I will say with her with that outfit, I really feel like she trying to make up for all the BS that she was doing, all that ranting she was doing. So I really feel like that's why she doing all of this, because she knew she was dead wrong doing all them rants and stuff and having attitude. She is a Taurus like me. But yeah, she knew she was wrong. So that's why I feel like she's trying to make up for all that, get some good positive energy surrounding her.
So I would probably give her. I'd give her.
Oh, you put her on the list?
I mean, we brought her up now. I didn't actually write a list. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So
okay.
I watched these a couple days ago. I'm gonna give her a 5.5. I didn't dislike it. She does put on a good show. Was her mic on? I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, I think I only watched hers on TikTok. I don't think I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm doing what you said.
I'm sorry. I got my little fan on. I'm a diva. I know. Who else? Because I really don't remember.
Coco.
I'm tired, bro. I've been up. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I was thinking rappers. Yeah. Coco, definitely.
Coco really like the rain, the wet hair, the mic was on
whole time, baby. Breath control on 10.
And she won best new artist. Artist. And I love that for her. So she got a 10 out of 10. I just love the soft, like wet look. It just was French.
I agree.
I love it.
I agree. I think she did really good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's put Remy on the list. I'm not gonna lie. She ate Annie up.
I ain't watch it.
Okay. She ate Annie up. I'll give it to her. She did Annie up. Yeah, not that fool. She did that. She did one of the verses. I'll give it to her. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give her a 9 out of 10.
Oh.
That's just I'll give her a 9 out of 10.
Shout out to Remy.
She held with the guys with that song. She ain't missed not a word, and her mic was on. So I'll give that to her. She get a 9 out of 10 for me. I even like Raw Digger when she came out and did Touch It, Bring It Back. That's my song. So she did her little verse or whatever. I give it to her. Would I rate her? She did good. I ain't finna rate her. She did good.
Didn't he bring out what's his name? Her name Scarlett too?
He did bring out Scarlett. I'm gonna be honest. Do I care for her music? No. Do I not care for her as a person? I won't say that. I don't
know any of her
I'm not
songs,
really a
but
fan.
that one, the one everyone knows.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm happy for her success. I'll say that she does seem like a nice person. As far as like her music seems real hard, but I do understand she went through a lot of stuff or whatever. I heard about her like history and her past and stuff. But like I said, I wish her success. I'm happy she was on BET Awards. She did what she needed to do, and
shout out to her.
New York. Why New York is gonna be so rough? It's just like, where is all this coming from? But
was there anybody else?
I was playing with my nose ring, so don't think I'll be digging in my nose.
She digging in her nose, y'all. For y'all who not watching. Was there anyone else? Shout out to anybody else if we forgot you
in the beginning.
Oh yeah, she did. I was confused. I was like, oh, she's not announcing, but I saw they had her working double time. I said, y'all better be paying her twice, because my girl,
you know they are,
because she be on an announcing tip. Come on now,
right? So she did what she needed to do.
That was good. I saw that.
Did any other? Yeah,
that's it. So if you performed, shout out to you. If it wasn't good, step your pussy up.
Great.
And we'll see you next year. All right. Our last kind of segment, I wanted us to touch on some of our fave conspiracy theories, because we kind of talked about that last episode. For me, my tried and true favorite one, and one that I can literally talk about for an entire hour, is the moon landing being fake. It just, the fact that y'all just believe that is crazy to me. The fact that y'all don't believe that the American government in the 60s, in 1969, wasn't gonna lie to your ass is crazy. Anybody from NASA who tried to speak out about that died mysteriously. 4 of them got hit by a train. 4? 2 of them, it was them and their entire family. Come on now. They killing them off for speaking out. Listen, why do y'all think in 1969 they could live stream from the moon? Why does that make sense to y'all?
Right.
That's really all you needed to hear. Be for real.
Right.
Start there. Second of all, there was no craters. How is there no moon craters on the moon? How did a full fucking jet rocket not leave a crater when it landed? Explain that to me. They were wrapped in tinfoil. Literal tinfoil. How do you expect? How did they return? This more.
So it's a theory that the moon landed on Earth.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm passionate. The moon landing was faked. It was all created on a soundstage, Studio C. All right. And faked and played for the masses to win a fictional war. And for some reason,
look into that. Send me some stuff on that.
I'll send you some stuff. I don't know. I got to see if that documentary is still on there. There's a few I watched. So good.
Basically proving that it's not true.
Yeah, basically just saying all the stuff that's not adding up. They brought back the moon rocks. You know how they were giving it out to countries? More than one country is like, this is a regular rock. This did not come from no moon. If you look on, they have never been back to the moon since that trip. And on NASA's website, they're basically trying to be like, oh, it's just too much space junk now. Trash around the Earth. We can't maneuver through it. Word. They were allegedly going to go back like 2 or 3 years ago. Did that happen? Hell no. Why? Because they can't do it. The Van Allen belt is, I don't know how deep it is, but it's super thick, full of radiation that would kill you. And
wait, so no one is able to go
out of space through to where the moon would be at. You would have to get through this thick layer of radiation. It's very,
so when people do go in space, and like, I forgot what that movie is that Sandra Bullock is on. She was in space.
Yeah.
Okay, when they go up there and stuff. Okay, so they were nowhere near the moon.
Right.
Wow. Okay. And they're
Yeah.
trying to say the moon landed.
Right. So, in order for them to have made it past the Van Allen belt is insane. All that radiation and have come back and
Right.
not be like crazily deformed and all this kind of
Basically
stuff.
saying that the people in the submersible would have survived in that type of depths of water where it literally will kill you.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying,
Right.
basically.
Basically,
Because
yeah,
it's too
like there's
strong.
no way they would have been able to
Right.
survive that. And so, especially lined with just aluminum foil, not lead, not like the spaceship suits were like, if you Google it, you can find them. They were literally wrapped them in aluminum foil and put them in plastic suits.
Wow.
If you go get an X-ray today, they make you wear a lead suit, baby. All right, now go ahead, friend.
My favorite conspiracy theory, and I feel like I've done enough research on it. YouTube did so much to where I solved my own case with the whole Biggie situation because nobody ever found out who killed him. But my favorite conspiracy theory is that not with Biggie, with Tupac. Sorry, with Tupac. Did he set that up? That was a hire for murder. Murder for hire. It was a murder for hire. Diddy put out a hit on Tupac head and said whoever did this allegedly.
You don't have to whisper. I'm saying allegedly.
Allegedly. He did put out a hit for him. And what happened was the police officers of that time that was on that case have said this is facts. This is facts. Did Diddy ever get caught for it? No. Because guess what? Diddy did some snaky ass shit that he always do and didn't pay him. But if he would have paid him, his name would have been on that. I don't know if maybe he would have put it in a different name, but it would have been tied to Diddy. And it's a YouTube on it because the guy that actually knows the man who did it, he said the story. He said who I gotta find it and I'm gonna send it to you, Fran. But he admitted to literally everything the police is already like, it's a known fact. It's just that I think actually both of the men who killed Tupac was already he had already died, basically.
Yeah.
Tupac killer had died. Biggie's killer died. But what happened was Tupac died before Biggie. But what happened was how it happened, who basically Diddy was in conversations with was the uncle or the cousin of the guy who actually killed him, because it was like a fight in regards to the chain and stuff like that. Yes, that had already happened, but Diddy was already in talks with the guy's uncle, I think. But I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna probably link it or whatever. But it's a really good video. Yeah, you can't tell me that was not a murder for hire. Diddy is snaky and shifty. I'm sorry, I don't trust nothing that man does. He's suing, like Misa said, he's suing his own liquor company. Diddy is the problem.
He's suing DeLeon?
He is for DeLeon for sabotaging his business. And Misa said, how you suing the people that is funding your
Wow.
Diddy is a trip, y'all. Diddy is a trip.
Facts. We do have time for another one. Another one I'm very passionate about is Mandela effects. This is like something that everybody as a collective remembers happened, but if you were to look it up or try to research it, it's gonna say it didn't happen. The reason it got its name is because a lot of people remember Nelson Mandela passing away in prison in like 1996, and there's literally books that are printed talking about how he passed away in 1996. However, obviously he well, as far as we know, as 26-year-olds, he, got out of prison and became the first president of South Africa. So like a lot of people who are older than us though remember that. With that being said, there's so many of them. Literally,
stuff about that. So they saying that he passed away.
It's like the theory is that we're in like an alternate universe. I just know for a fact there's stuff that plenty of people remember that is different now, and they're gaslighting us into thinking it didn't happen. Like Chick-fil-A, I remember specifically as a kid, Chick-fil-A was spelled CHIC filet, not CK
right.
filet.
I remember that.
But if you were to Google it, and they're gonna say it's always been CK. They're gonna tell you that it was never C.
It was definitely like chicken.
Right. Fruit Loops used to be spelled. How is Fruit Loops spelled?
FROOT. FRUITLOOP.
Yeah, but it used to be spelled OOT. As a kid, it was.
That's all I'm like, wait, hold on.
Exactly. We remember it back then.
Yeah.
But if you Google it, it's gonna tell you no. Another one is Berenstain Bears is a really common one. People have books, the movies, the whatever, showing that it was spelled with like an EI instead of an AI. So they're remembering a stain instead of stein.
I can't
get into all that one.
Remember how it was spelled, but I do remember watching Berenstain Bears. Wow.
There's so many. If you just Google Mandela effects, y'all, there's so many. Like I specifically remember a movie from when I was a kid of the actor / comedian Sinbad being a genie. So many people remember this movie of Sinbad being a genie. There is no movie of Sinbad being a genie. Stack has one, but not Sinbad. But I know for a fact I watched it when I was like 12 on Netflix.
Right.
Like, it was there. You cannot tell me otherwise. There's so many of them. It's so crazy. They're gaslighting.
You know what?
Febreze.
I'm gonna see because I remember. It's like I remember movies, but I think they're still, for the most part,
there's all kinds of stuff when you look them up.
Like I can find it.
The song by Queen, "We Are the Champions." At the end of the song, it ends, "We are the champions of the world." That's the last lyric, and I know that's the last lyric, and that's been the last lyric all this time until 5 years ago. Now it just ends, "We are the champions." It cuts off. They're trying to say that's how it always ended. There's live performances from when it came out, and he says "of the world." Recently, I watched a show from like 2010 that had it in there, and guess what was at the end? "Of the world." I'm not crazy. Y'all are some lying bitches. All right.
Okay, one more. The whole JonBenet thing, because this is the one that I really originally wanted to use. The JonBenet thing, I really feel like her brother, regardless of who did something to her or who took her, I really feel like her brother knows who did it. But
I think he did it
too, like out of it probably, and I won't put it past if he did it too, allegedly. But it's just crazy how like
JonBenet Ramsey, she was how old was she? 7-8-year-old girl. She was like a pageant queen,
popular,
and she was found dead in her basement in like the 80s.
Right, and so it was like a huge thing because it's like a known popular little white girl just dead in her basement. Nobody knows what happened.
Like, pageant girl
during like Christmas, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like during Christmas, allegedly just nobody was in the basement. It was a note left or something like that.
Right.
Literally the only
she had no reason to be in the basement. Like it was weird.
No reason. So like nobody literally knows what happened to her. But Dr. Phil did an interview with the brother, and he's just very interesting. He gives me. You ever seen The Prisoners? I'll be telling you about that movie. He gives me one of the characters in that movie. It just gives like, oh yeah, you quiet, all right, but you know something in that head. You know something. It's giving that. But yeah, that's another conspiracy theory that he either did it or he definitely know what happened.
Another conspiracy theory about her is that she never actually died and that Katy Perry is actually her. A lot of people believe that. I think it's kind of crazy.
When you said that, I
never
heard that.
She does look it up. she does look like her. So like, okay, but like they're trying to say, because there's like not a lot of information on Katie when she was little. Like, why would there be information on her when she was 8? But anywye, either way,
a lot of conspiracy theory, or maybe this is real. With Marilyn Monroe going to see John F. Kennedy, the daddy.
Don't know if that. I think it's a conspiracy. I don't know. I feel like we all
they
know.
were saying he was sneaking her in through the bumper,
right?
And didn't she say happy birthday,
how she died,
Mr. President, to him?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy about how she died, because you know they waited forever to call the ambulance and all that, and she didn't like that. It wasn't really a suicide, basically.
Right.
That she was killed.
I did hear about that too.
That's a conspiracy that him or his people had her killed.
I watch enough Scandal to know.
Her.
When I say Cyrus got rid of in an instant, he said, "Not on my watch."
That old white man did not.
I think I'm gonna binge watch Scandal again. Chandra, you need to bring out something. Chandra Rhimes, you need to bring out another show.
She did.
Like
Bridgerton. You don't watch it.
Like Scandal.
Bridgerton. You refuse to watch it. Anyway. But either way, y'all watch Queen Charlotte, support a Black woman, Shonda Rhimes, Shonda Land. She wrote and produced it. Very good, very good. Even if you don't like period pieces like that and like Britishy pieces, it gets into some things. Anyway,
shout out to Chandra.
Shout out to Shonda Rhimes. That's hard to say. Anyway, thank y'all for listening to this podcast episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate it if you're on one of the other apps. Share it with your friends. Share it with your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Our No Friend. Anything else?
Nope, that is it. Just subscribe, watch us, support us, and yeah, stay messy.
Stay messy. Love y'all. Bye.